Hey everybody, it's episode 3 of season 4 of Black Sails. I don't know if I included it in the edit of last episode, because I haven't edited last episode yet, but I really like the story Teach tells to... Actually, I really like the scene between Teach and Jack, where they're reminiscing about Vane and what he might want. You know, his feelings about Eleanor and about what they were trying to do and accomplish, and would he even want them to go and get revenge for his death, you know? Does part of Vane still love Eleanor? You know, what should they do? How would Vane feel if he was watching them? Would he just be calling them a bunch of idiots? Probably. So in the end, they listened to their image of Charles. They abandoned the quest to get Eleanor, and they're chasing after Woods' ship. Woods' plan was to take off in a ship, gives Eleanor a window where she can go convince her family to lend supplies, forces, you know, backup, money. So that was their plan. The plan seems to that's working for them, but you know, we'll see how that works out. See how all the pieces fall with that. The other story is dealing with Flint and Billy and Maddie. And Flint and Billy they've been clashing since episode 1, but it really, really came to a head in this last one. Billy had enough following Flint. He said as much. He rallied half the men. He pointed guns at them. They were having a standoff. Billy said fire and civil war between our good guys. And then Billy went after Flint with a sword. Like really, really tried to kill him. Like seriously, I think he pointed a gun at him at one point and fired, and it just barely missed him. So Billy was out for kill Flint. That's something that that's hard to ever come back from. And the two camps are split. Maddie went with Flint. Billy stayed to hold off the militia, the empire, the backup for the plantations. I've skipped over a lot of stuff. Like, they originally went there to free the slaves from the plantation to help them go on another mission to attack Nassau and get the men that were captured. That's sort of kind of fallen apart. And the final piece of the puzzle is Silver, who was captured by a dude who was once with Teach, and then he got cast aside. He's been scavenging, he's been on his own. He decided he was going to use Silver to get some money. They went to Max, and Max didn't want any part of it. So now Silver and that dude, I think they're just, I think Silver's free now. I don't think the dude is still holding him hostage. So we'll see what happens with that story too. So we've got 3 different stories, one on the sea, one with Flint, and one with Silver. So let's get straight into the episode and see where this twisty tale brings us, and who's going to betray who, and who's going to die, and who's going to live. Anybody could do anything. Oh, the dude! Forgot about this guy. Is that Governor What's-His-Face? No, it's this dude.
When the dread moment arrives, your true nature will assert itself.
This is very ominous.
You've given me good men to lead.
There isn't a good man among them. Not anymore. The time calls for dark men.
Desperate men.
To do dark things.
Evil men. Well, sounds like a good bunch of people. She's taking her with her?
David is 5 today, my son.
When was the last time you saw your son?
Once you were under the protection of your family.
You gonna skedaddle?
I was hoping you might see fit to release me from my service, that I might return to London.
Sure.
Of course.
Also, how dare you betray us? Death.
Our permission to depart has been suspended.
Suspended?
By
Why?
who? By the
I'm told
dude?
the soldiers that were to comprise your escort are otherwise needed ashore.
Oh, because Billy's coming with his ragtag group. She should just set sail anyway.
What the fuck is this?
Could have knocked, maybe. It's not like she has a secret passageway. What do you want to do?
Proceed. Saw you meet 2 others late last night. One of them standing on just one leg.
Ooh.
Saw it all.
And
Last night.
did you see the part where they attacked me and I had to run for it?
the one.
I would hope that your spy also informed you that 4 of my 6 men attempted to arrest him and died in the effort. I was barely able to escape myself.
It's the important part.
Does the testimony presented satisfy a charge of treason?
Wait.
What?
Does.
Who is
This is
Who is that
outrageous.
guy?
When the governor returns, he will not stand.
The governor is not here. I am here.
Treason.
You.
He's the worst. He's the worst. I don't care if he has pictures of his family.
Mr. Harrison.
Billy and his men are our enemies now, but these men are not. And as long as that is true, our alliance with them holds.
Good stuff, Maddie.
What we need right now is information. How many soldiers there are, what kind of sympathy exists for our cause.
You also need
I
a
know.
bazooka of some sort, and it's about
Thank
10
you.
times the manpower. Can we
Too
maybe
much sanity, maybe madness.
find Silver? She has such vibrantly red hair. I like it. I love the ship. We're chasing.
Any chance you could slip away from us?
Not really, no. The speed can't hold us off forever.
Ever captained a ship of this size before?
God, no.
Have you captained a ship this size before?
Sure.
Good.
He just wanted him to be positive. He didn't want... I get it.
This ain't never gonna end for us, is it?
He's training him up to
Always
be
want to stand next to
Vane
giants.
2.0. How do you like being on a boat for the rest of your life?
Defeat Rogers. And we walk away.
We've got him.
Anne just wants to get away from it all.
A posse just departed for the wrecks. Under instructions from Captain Berenger to locate
She
and
knows.
arrest Long John Silver.
New mission, find John.
Are you alright, ma'am?
To just the onions. She really cares about him. I like that.
She won't turn on us in there. What we should be worried about is how we're going to help her from out here.
Yeah, prison break. Let's do it.
I want the names of your sources.
Jimmy, Biggie, Bobby.
I am sorry, but I cannot do that.
Such that I might
Give me the
continue to
names.
serve his
She's
regime
gonna hit her
Give me
at
the
the-
as I have
names.
served it
Give me the
every day
names.
until
Give
now.
me the names!
You didn't hit her. That's something.
What is going on here?
Ooh, Eleanor's still here. Forgot about that. For once, I'm glad Eleanor is still around. We're on a hunt. We're still in the wrecks, unfortunately. Is John still?
I'm not shackled.
He's not shackled. Good.
You want to play teach? Who's to play the rest?
Okay, John, now's your chance. Convince him.
Or do you believe we two could do it alone?
Ooh, now we've got to run. Pretty nimble, John, for a man with one leg. Damn it! Ooh, back up. Welcome back.
How are we going to take Nassau? That's how.
This is the ship with the bad dudes on it, right? We got to be careful if we're boarding this thing.
Ceasefire!
Keep firing, keep firing. I like this shot. Careful, Teach. Careful. Anne'll be fine. Hopefully. It's the vicious ones down below that I worry about. Assume a trap. Shoot those people playing dead. Stick him. Okay, smart. Send some sort of bomb down below. Don't like it. That's a dangerous look. That's a defiant look. Yeah, he sees it. He sees it. Here they come. Yeah. Get ready to jump off the boat, Anne. Ooh. Battle of the Alphas. Ooh, he got. This is just after Jack was talking him up. The Teach was preparing Jack for commands. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh. Jack put up the white flag. What now? Do we give up our ship?
Trust I will have you on your way by the time the sun rises tomorrow.
Sure you will. By the way, your men are dead.
Why would you refuse to adhere to the law?
Because the last time the law got its hands on a pirate of that stature, it yielded the following. Resentment. And a resistance movement that since Captain Vane was hanged has done nothing but grow strong enough to control almost every part of this island outside of Nassau.
Give me something I can use, because otherwise I can't help you.
What does she have?
I beg your pardon, but what the fuck have you got to lose?
Oh, black spot.
What does it say?
To the men and women of Nassau.
Oh, he's reading
the
it.
Strength of the time to lend us your efforts is now. Signed, Long John Silver.
Very ballsy reading
you
it out.
Heard him.
I like him a bit more, just because he read it out.
I am unarmed.
Ooh. I have the sticks.
No
Get
one
him.
will stand in
Get
your
him.
way. If the time isn't now, when the fuck is it going to be? None of you?
Time isn't now. They'll just be shot straight afterwards.
You fucking cowards.
This one, however.
You don't like the look of him? What's wrong with him?
He's fine. I feel like we need as much help as we can.
Yeah, as much as we can get. Reunion. Reunion. See, Flint, a little bit more than just friends. Flint had a slightly sad look on his face. Maybe he was thinking of Mrs. Barlow. Or,
Execution of the pirate prisoners is scheduled for today.
It would help if Nassau knew I was coming. Can you see to it?
Of course.
What is this plan? I'm going to give them an exact time? We'll see how it plays out.
You intend to lure Silver in. Force him to appear in the square to save his men so that you might defeat him in full view of all of Nassau. Demonstrate your fearsomeness to them. Don't. There is a better way to solve this problem.
What's on the piece of paper?
Preferred routes used by the resistance to enter into Nassau.
What Max gave her?
Send men to lie in wait. Set an ambush that can overwhelm Silver and his men when they attempt to pass.
So what happens here? If you're going to kill him, just do it quickly.
What will you do with him?
Bring him back, publicly hang him?
I was in a running fight with a Spanish galleon. But just before her colours were struck, a shot was fired. Cowardly shot. Fired with the knowledge they were about to surrender anyway.
Don't like the story.
This particular shot found its mark. One of them, my brother, Thomas. He was my closest friend.
This music is so sinister.
So after they surrendered, I went aboard the ship, and I began with the captain.
How many people did you kill?
Spoke to his first mate.
These are stories you didn't write down in your book that you were talking to Jack
The
about?
gun captains. 74 men aboard that ship when I boarded her. But by the time we reached Acapulco, there was only one. The one I delivered alive to recount the tale.
What do you intend to do with this crew? You didn't fire any cheap shots before surrendering?
I will show them what the consequences are for threatening that which I hold most dear.
Really took a turn with them in this episode, didn't
I will
they?
leave no doubt about it.
Gonna hang him from... Gonna leave him there for a while? Gonna shoot him? Feed him to the sharks? We don't like this. Just drown him. Oh, bring him back up? This seems like a form of water torture. If he's still alive. Jesus. Oh. Still alive? Again? He's been scraped against the side of the ship. I get it. I was wondering what I thought, like maybe sharks, but it was too quick for it to be sharks. It's just the ship. Keeps looking at Jack.
Him next.
Don't you even think about it. Don't you dare. He's still alive. Hard man to kill is Teach.
Again!
Ooh, he's getting angry that Teach is still alive. No, and even his own men can't watch it. How do we stop this? How much can one person endure? Just shoot him, just put him out of his misery, just anything. Yeah, he's had enough. Teach beat him. He can't do it with Jack now.
Secure the rest of them. Set a course for Nassau.
Can we intervene? Can only do 3 at a time, so it'll take a while to get through everybody.
What did he say? There was no ambush set, was there?
I reconsidered demonstration.
He wants to face Flint here. Silver here.
Let them see it.
Publicly.
As much food and supplies as he can move into the fort within the next hour. The fort? And tell him to gather 6 men he trusts to escort it and us up there.
What's
and tell him to
Eleanor
get Max.
doing?
Why?
I'm afraid you won't be going to London to see your family anytime soon. Ooh. Do we have time in this episode? Not really. Shit's about to hit the fan.
They'll come.
No escape now. Yep, that's a lot of guys. This is so ballsy, I like this.
Present!
Whistling. Reinforcements. Hundreds of people.
Ready!
Ooh. We got this. We got this. Billy? Good timing, good timing. They're on the same side for now. This guy. He's good. He's good. Ooh. Ooh. We got him. Give the order. He gave the nod. I'm glad that he waited. He waited for the okay to do it. These little pictures. Just when I was getting to like him. Okay. I didn't think we had enough time left in the episode, but we did. But we have control of NASA Central, the houses, the market, the general living area. Eleanor's up in the fort with a bunch of people, bunch of food, bunch of supplies. Max. So I don't know. She's gonna wait for Woods to return. That'll be interesting. But this episode was all about Teach and Woods and their relative power levels and their characters, and Woods' character nosedived completely he did have a certain standard, a certain, he gave off a certain vibe in previous episodes, that he was reasonable. Then we get a flashback. He tells a story about how he completely destroyed another crew from captain all the way down because his brother died. And we got a glimpse of his darkest side in this episode. Just continually luring Cheech and scraping it off the side and luring and just keep doing it over and over until he was dead. But Cheech just refused to die. One last show of defiance and strength. And he went out with a smile on his face. Such a good character. Such a well-crafted guy, They gave him this emotional heart where he was like looking for, he knew he was dying, he was looking for Vane to, hand over a bit of his legacy so that he knew somebody would carry on after he was gone. And then Vane bites the dust, so yeah, he sort of, took Jack under his wing a little bit. Bit by bit, he was giving him more advice, giving him more, listening to him more, laughing with him, captaining with him. And wish we'd had a bit more time with him, but that was it. That's the last one. I thought it was going to be a very anticlimactic way to go. When they just, they captured him and they strung him up and they dunked him. I was like, oh, is that it? But no, that was not it. That was only half of it. The long drawn out nature of that execution was very well done. And that Woods kept looking at Jack. It's like, you're next. You're the one next. You're yeah. The crew hated seeing it. Even Woods' own crew couldn't. They were like, oh, please just stop. And Woods felt that himself. After he shot Teach, he was like, just tie them up. So yeah, now Woods is top of my shit list. Don't know who else is up there. Woods. The people I want dead. Woods. Eleanor. I don't know. We killed everybody else, right? Billy came back at the end for reinforcements, support. But still, I can't see Flint and Billy working together after that standoff, after they tried to kill each other. Maybe they could. I don't know. It's a pirate thing. I feel like there has to be some answer for that. Maybe now that John is back, he can act as a bridge between those two and maybe stop the inevitable destruction of one or both of them. There's still challenges ahead. Woods is coming back, but he doesn't have much. He's got a crew as hostage. But what else? Nothing. Eleanor hasn't gone away and gotten her reinforcements. She's hiding up in the fort. So what has she got? Nothing. A fort. Yeah, I'll be interested. I like seeing John's and Manny's reunion. They clearly care about each other a lot. And I like that. So, it was hard to watch some of that episode. The dunking and that scene was just brutal. But it certainly solidified Woods as someone who has dark depths, you know? I thought Eleanor was the worst of the two of them. You know, while he was in a coma, she was stringing up Vane, but I don't know. I don't think so anymore. Okay, so thanks for watching. We'll get to episode 4 soon, and enjoying this season so far. It's been going at a brisk pace. Going to be sad when it's all over, but yeah. Join me back next time for episode 4, and thanks. See you.